don't think it is a fancy back for another what's in the box. And no, it is not a mini cycle exerciser. But this is a pretty tall box. However, it's probably roughly around the same size as a couple of the other ones we looked at recently. But let's see what's in this one. Actually, still has some tape on it. And, okay. For the record, I'm seeing a lot of Magic Makers ink in here, including the Bicycle Rainbow deck, which is a nice magic deck that has all sorts of different backs and colors. Kind of cool. Of course, as usual, I have reviews of like everything on my channel, at least I should. Then we have some of the reverse backs bicycles. Let's just see if I can get them all out here. We have purple. I always like purple. Yellow, red, blue, and green. And these are just reverse colored versions of the original rider backs. These ones have green or blue or whatever on white, with a colored border and colored faces. I always kind of like these. And I think there's probably, oh wait, there is one more, at least one more here in black. I thought there was one more. Then we have, the box is just wanting to tip over, there we go. We have the DeLand's $100 deck and the automatic deck. These are marked decks. Designed, I guess, originally by DeLand, added from Magic Makers Inc. However, they are made in China, not USPCC, like most of the decks. We also have the Bicycle Faded deck in blue, also from Magic Makers Inc. It's a weathered design, as you can see. And I do have a red one somewhere. We have another reverse deck in pink. We have the Bicycle Scorpion. I'm tempted to get a second one of those. We also have the Bicycle Skull deck. These are all from Magic Makers Inc. And the Bicycle Tetra deck, which is a 4-colored fanny deck. And then, there's another reverse deck in orange. There is a Bicycle Spider deck. And then we have their original color decks before they did the reversed ones. As you can see, this one is blue, and apparently it's got something stuck on it as a reveal. And these ones have, just a standard kind of back with white border, but then blue faces or red faces. I always was critical of that because, like, why wouldn't you just make the borders the same color? And then they did. So there's also purple and yellow. And then there is black, red, and green. I believe those are the 6 colors. And then they started doing other colors like pink and orange, which they didn't do before. There's your faded deck. Then we have this deck, which is the Forbidden Forest deck. I believe I got this one on Art of Play. Pretty cool. We have some butterfly decks from Andre Tesnica. These are the Seasons series, I believe it was. 4 seasons. Pretty cool. We have the Bicycle Elegant Carousel. These are from Yasuhuki, I believe it was. Does it say? I believe it's from Yasuhuki on We also have the bicycle Red Dragon, also from Magic Makers Inc. Get the bicycle Snail decks from Playing Card Decks. Another butterfly deck. This is one that was from Penguin Magic, and it is to help out the Ukrainians, which I do appreciate. We have the Stratosphere from Legends Playing Cards. The Meteorite Edition. These are always like, those decks are always done as like test decks, basically, for new technologies they do. We have the Inida from Kickstarter. I actually took the seal off to not damage it. This is kind of cool. It's a nice seal. They actually did a couple more colors on these, but I never got them. There is the Thrill Makers, which is from the USPCC. Put about USPCC. It's for the Resorts World in Manila. Very hard to find. And I do also have the bicycle branded version. Again, pretty hard to find. So I'm happy about that. Have the Labyrinthium, which is from Penguin Magic. Glider Back, also from Penguin Magic. So we got some Penguin Magic stuff in here. Got all sorts of stuff in here, honestly. We have a Hops and Barley deck from Zoku, as well as this one, which is the Essential deck from Zoku. Booze-themed decks. The Bicycle Circus, which is from Playing Card Decks. We have the Latin Quarter, which is a casino-themed deck. I believe this was from Doc's Playing Cards, who also... Yeah, Doc's Playing Cards, who also turned into a jerk on Kickstarter. Then we have the Stronghold deck, which is from Gambler's Warehouse. Playingcards.net. We have the Arcadia decks. Very nice decks. I really like these. And they were from just Arcadia Playing Cards. Haven't seen anything from them in a while. We have the Stone Garden, which is from Black Ink Cards, Jody Ecklet. And there's a second version of that somewhere. With the New World Playing Cards. This was from Elephant Playing Cards, I believe. No? I'm wrong. Noir Arts. It's a really nice looking deck as well. We have the Endless Time deck. I think this is also a Kickstarter one. Put them by Cartamundi. I could be wrong. We have the Tally-Ho Orchids. First 3 decks, which were, I believe, USPCC releases. Speaking of which, we also had the Bicycle Hardwired, Cyberpunk Hardwired, another USPCC release, and a cardistry type deck. We have the American Eras and the 4 Times of America, 4 time periods, I guess, which were put out by, I forget the company, Art Libra is the company. I believe they actually had these on Kickstarter at one point, but I don't think they were successful. I believe I got them maybe on Amazon. I don't really recall. Here the Bicycle Aura, kind of groovy. There's some collectible playing cards. A vintage deck, the Hotel Fremont and Casino. Hotel and Casino. We have a plastic deck here, the Max Pedicin Hard Used Gear, all weather deck. It's plastic, it's okay quality. Here's the quote cards. Looks like animals. I'm sure you can still find this one out there. It's from 2012 though. Edgy Gear Inc. Interesting. Tactical Max Edition, I think it was called. Then we have the Charmers from Kickstarter. Very nice. Green, red, and purple. And these were from the tuck cases are from Oath. It's designed by Lotrek. Tuck cases printed by Oath Playing Cards. Cards are from Cartamundi. This is from a magician, the Southern Charmer, Keller O'Neill. I also got this one, which is not in the top case. I don't know if this is a player's edition or prototype. It's actually still sealed in cellophane, honestly. Whatever it is. For some reason they sent a version that's not in a tuck box. Don't know why. Then I got the South Beach cards, which was South Beach playing cards, Craig Bay from 2020. I think there was a Kickstarter. I got the World Flush. These are from Cartamundi. They're just okay. Little bridge decks. Then I have this deck, which is pretty interesting. This is the Canva deck. I believe I got it from, I forget the name of the website, but the same website that I was getting some other decks. I forget the website though, unfortunately. We have the Blind Tiger deck, which is kind of just a standard deck. It's from Brightbelly. I have more Brightbelly decks. Some I don't remember if we looked at them or not. There's the Art of Steampunk Volume 2 from Aristo on Kickstarter. And there's a first edition somewhere. I have a Heineken beer deck. Bridge size. Don't know who printed this one. Does it say? It's Cartamundi. That's cool. And then I have some more South Beach Casino decks, which we saw some in the previous video a week or two ago. Local casino here. Then there's this deck, which is a bicycle. It is, oh wait, it's not a bicycle deck. It says Barrages. It is actually, it's just a bicycle tuck case, but it's actually a Spanish deck of cards that I got some point in time. Kind of a Spanish poker type deck almost. Then I have the Maria Ozawa deck, which is some kind of Japanese actress or something. USPCC printed that much, I know. A very interesting looking 7-Up deck, an older deck. Then I have the Island Spades, which was a Kickstarter one. It was alongside, it's from the Roxley Games Company, alongside a very nice poker chip set, what I also got. Beautiful deck. And then there's a Tennessee whiskey deck, Nelson's Greenbrier, from a distillery in the U.S. that I got a couple of times, USPCC printed. There is the original False Anchors deck, I think. Maybe it's not the original. I don't recall. It has to be the original one. There's been a few versions. I have this deck. It's a Thomas Sullivan deck. It's some kind of escape artist. Autographed. I don't recall where I got this one for sure. It's okay. It's kind of tacky. That's just his face on the back design, but it's what it is. The Hidden Treasure, which I want to say I got from a European magic shop. Either that. It says it's from Nick Vlau and Wonder Makers. I can't remember if that's where I got it or if I got it elsewhere. It's pretty cool. It's foiled cards. The cards are made out of foil. I got these decks, which are the most magical cards ever produced in the history of magic. It is Field's whole, features a whole bunch of like magicians. Kind of interesting. Little tuck cases. Once Upon a Time, which is it was a Kickstarter one with a fantasy storybook theme. What am I thinking of? Produced by the Toronto Playing Card Company. Kickstarter. You know, I'm thinking of books. Storybooks, what I meant to say. Then I have the first decks here. I don't know if these are the first ones or not, but they're first. Or whatever the version. I got the Tiki deck, which is, Tiki Hawaiian theme. It says Aloha. Don't know who printed them. pretty cool. Moon Phases, which was a Kickstarter one from the Perpetual Playing Card Company, who also disappeared. And then I have as the expert at the card table. This is from magicincarta.com. I think they still exist, but I'm not sure. Then I have this deck. It's the Red Dead Redemption deck from the first game. The Lepidopterist. I believe this is the Art of Play version, but I'm not entirely sure. Eureka. This is from Hype Lab. Then I have a Light of Apollo in red. I'm pretty sure I also have a blue. Pretty sure I got these from Hansen Chen website. I would say so. And I don't know if they're still available. Speaking of which, I also got this one. Maybe from Hansen Chen. I'm not sure. The Po Chang Lai deck. Professional playing cards. Some Asian Magician. And it says here it is from the Pasteboard Conjure 808 Magic Store. Then I have the Club Pitch. I believe this is a Kickstarter one. It's pretty cool. Card Industry. What the hell is Card Industry? And then I got this CVS Pharmacy deck in blue. It's from Hoyle. I may or may not have a red one somewhere. I do have a couple of actual CVS Poker Club decks. Pretty nice. Then I have Party Poker decks. I can't recall if these are plastic or not. Maybe not. I feel like they're plastic, but I'm not 100% sure. But they're from Party Poker, so I don't even know if that exists anymore. Then I have the 452, 420, 52 playing cards, 420. The weed themed deck. It was a Kickstarter one. Then I have some Eric Mana decks, the Buskers. Unfortunately, well, his last project went bust. I have a Crown Royal deck. This is USPCC printed. I have an Air Canada deck, vintage. Made in Canada by Graphica. Yes. Which no longer exists. Choice playing cards. Their original deck, I think, by Ben Kalazi. Very nice. Prescription playing cards. I've actually seen these pop up recently on like Penguin Magic or something. It's a prescription themed deck. It was, I don't remember who produced it, or if it was on Kickstarter or not, but it's Felix Ha. A little harder to find. And a Molson Canadian deck. Because I am Canadian. Then we have Las Vegas Casino deck Plaza. Actually, this is not this deck. This is actually, now that I think of it, it's a magic deck where every card back is in a different casino. That's a little hard to get out of the box, unfortunately. Oh, great, now I can't get the flat back in. Damn it. Whatever. And then I got this plastic British money deck. Very shiny. Really, I believe it's plastic. Hopefully the cards aren't all stuck together. They're not. It's very shiny. Kind of foily, plasticky. Kind of cool. Good old Queen Elizabeth on there. The good old days. I have the Rainbow Illusion deck, which is from Sky Nerd Studios. I forget the designer's name. It was a Kickstarter thing. I got some little Poker Tour decks. I got these ones and this one, do I have another one in there? I do. There's a black and a white, and then a red and a blue. I believe there's a V Casino, or V Stock. There's another Leptopterist deck. Leptopterist. A Mickey Mouse deck in Disney. A plastic case. Marble Texan deck. This case seems a little bit beat up, but it is what it is. Can't recall if it's USPCC print or not. And I got a Lay's. Bet you can't just have one. And oil. Moving along, I have the Floating Dragon. It's a casino themed deck. That was, I don't remember who printed it. Might have been Cartamundi, maybe, I'm not sure. Kevin Blake deck. This is an illusionist. Tuck is just falling apart a little bit. Don't recall where I got it. A vintage Playboy deck, USPC. And yeah, I think I have a blue one somewhere. There's 6 strings playing cards. This was from Cardify. It's designed by A.D. Soriana, who I'm a fan of. He hasn't done anything lately in terms of art. I have another Malone deck from Bill Malone. Very cool. I have this deck, which is a Ricky J deck, which is a magician, I guess. And yes, these are the back designs. It's just face. Kind of interesting. If only the art book on the cards look like that, it is standard, unfortunately. But USPC printed. Then I have this Hallmark Crown deck, which is pretty cool. I don't remember where I got it specifically. And a Van Gogh deck, numbered and everything. This is, I'm not sure who produced this one anymore. But now it's good quality. It's beautiful artwork. Then I have the Aloha deck. This is another Sid Lim deck. This one's a little bit harder to find. You have to get it on his website, I do believe. And then there's another First deck. One of the more recent ones. And then there's the B-Roll deck, which is designed by Kiran Kuruvifadam. And he's designed quite a few decks. And then I have this Cosentino deck from Queen Slipper. It's a monk deck. Queen Slipper is an Australian brand of cards. Cosentino is an Australian magician. I also have bicycle branded decks by him. That's pretty hard to find. I have the deck of robots from Stellar Factory. I haven't seen anything else from them. Looks pretty nice. Robot themed deck. The Aphelion, which is from Paramount Playing Cards. I haven't seen anything from them in a bit. Another Canadian beer deck. Victoria deck, autographed. This is from RE Handcrafted, Rehandcrafted. I haven't heard of them for a while. Just a few more left, hopefully before my battery dies. We have the Dark Kingdom deck, which, what do I call it? It's from Kenya Zaid. I think this is Kickstarter one, Kickstarter deck, and it may have won some awards. Evgenia did have a deck that she put on Kickstarter that I don't recall if it ever made it out because of, war problems and stuff like that. And it wasn't her, she designed it, but she didn't put the Kickstarter project together. Then there's the Cocktail Hour, which is all about mixing drinks, and I think this is a Kickstarter one. Yeah, I believe so. Sarah Ferrone. And then we have the Marmon deck. It's pretty cool. Male mermaid theme, which was put out by Arthur Vandenberg, USPC printed. And finally, I got this Kissy deck. Nice embossed in foil. Hoodie limited, $5.55. I got $5.44. And this one is for the Serenguito Casa Miguel. Guessing they're in Spain. This was produced by Max Playing Cards, and I got it from him. I bought it from him, from what I recall. Printed by More Arts. Very cool. So that is it for this box. Comment, like, subscribe. know what you think, and we'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching, and now I'm going to put all these boxes away without hopefully injuring myself further because I really wrecked my arm. Anyways, enough of that. We'll see you. Thanks.